Hey friends, welcome to Raquel's Plant-Based channel. Today we're going to be cooking some vegan butter chicken. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start off cooking my rice. I have 3 cups of rice here. It's already been cleaned and everything. So I'm just going to add it to my 4.5 cups of water. I don't put any oil and no salt in it. It doesn't need it because you get all the flavoring of the food that you're going to put on top of it. So it doesn't need anything. And there's no difference in the way it comes out either. A lot of people want to know, well, since you don't put oil, is there any difference? And nope, it doesn't stick or anything. It comes out great. All right, cover this up. Cook that for 20 minutes. Then let's go over here to the pan. And let's start adding our ingredients for our vegan butter chicken. All right, let's start with some water. Woo-hoo. You definitely don't need any oil. You just need water. All right, and then let's start off with some onions. We have 1 medium onion. Okay. I like to get every little drop, every nook and cranny in there. All right. And then we have all kinds of seasoning. We got turmeric, we got cinnamon, we got cumin, we got coriander, and then we got chili. Oh, we also have diced fresh ginger, which what I do, the trick to getting ginger inexpensive is you buy it when it's in season, and 3 cloves of garlic, and then you freeze it. And so when you need it off season, you have plenty of it. So that's what I do. All right, let's add some more water to this. I'm just using 1/2 cup and just putting it a little bit in at a time. Let's stir that up. The flavors are just awesome. Ooh, the scents. This smells so darn good. All right, let's add a little bit more water. You might hear the rice popping in the background every now and then. That's just a little rice cooker. And then we'll cover this and wait for the onions to be transparent, and then I'll come back. All right, I've been stirring this every 30 seconds to a minute, and we're gonna add 2 cans of diced tomatoes with the juices. I always use no salt added diced tomatoes. Mix that in. Mix it up really, really good. You want to incorporate all those flavors. And then, what y'all been waiting for, the vegan chicken, which is tofu. The kind of tofu that I buy, and I'm not sponsoring this name or anything, but this is what I buy. I found it has the best texture to it, so that's what I buy. And it'll tell you to dice it up, so it comes in like a square, so you see that. And I dice it up into these little squares like that. And it called for you to dice the entire block, so that's exactly what I did. And tofu is just soybeans. That's all it is. Mix that all up. And then it also calls for some blended up, I believe it was 1/2 cup of cashews and 1/2 cup of vegan, no sugar added milk. So I had my almond milk blended up with the cashews. Let's get every little ounce out of this. get all that goodness. Okay. And then it called for 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Gotta get it all, baby. Get it all. All right, mix that up really good. And then we're gonna taste it because it calls for some salt and pepper to taste. So a lot of times I don't feel like these recipes really need salt and pepper, but every now and then I do. So I like to mix it up real good. And we're probably gonna let it saute. Let's saute it for about 20 to 30 minutes. Just want to incorporate all the flavor into the tofu. So we'll cover this up and let it simmer after I finish mixing up all the flavors. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna taste this to see if it needs any salt and pepper before I let it simmer some more. And get another. That's pretty darn good. Okay, so I'm gonna add some pepper. You add more pepper if you like more pepper. It's up to you. I just like to coat on top of it. And I prefer my Himalayan pink salt. And let me get one more pinch. So I got about 2 pinches, literally just a pinch of Himalayan pink salt. I might add some more, let's see. Mix it up and real good, and I'll be able to tell if it needs some more. Because I want to make sure all those flavors are absorbed by the tofu. Because the tofu will take on any flavor you put on it. Because it's pretty plain. Just like any kind of bean, it's pretty plain until you put flavor into it. All right, now let's try that. Yeah, I'm gonna put another pinch of salt. All right, that should do it. We'll cover it up and let it simmer some more. Be right back. Okay, so the rice cooker just went to warm, so the rice is ready. It's been cooking for 20 minutes, and that means our food is ready. So let's scoop up some rice. Woohoo! Look at that. Scoop up some rice here. See, it's nice and fluffy. It's no difference. Just as good. Now let's go over here to our pan that's been simmering for at least over 20 minutes. Release the heat. Looks delish. All right, let's shut it off. Mix it up. Now this has an Indian flair to it. So if you don't like the spices that are typically with Indian food, you might not like this recipe. All right, let's cover the rice. Get some of those juices in there. There you go. Look at that. All right, let's sit down and eat some. Okay, so here it is. It has a nice flavor to it, but it does need salt, okay? So. It's as if the tomatoes just absorbed the flavor, and so did the tofu. So you do need to be a little bit generous with the salt. Yeah, that did it. And then I'll add some sriracha to this too to give it a little bit of kick. Now, if your stomach is sensitive to spices, it calls for 2 teaspoons of chili powder. You could add 1 or just eliminate it, you know, whatever you prefer. But overall, once you get your salt and your flavored, you don't really need to add anything else as far as extra to enhance the flavor. Just salt it up however you like. Now, salt with vegetables does not affect your blood pressure the way salt and animal products does. They have to do, they say, the professionals, doctors say that it has to do with the fat. When fat interlocks with salt, it really has bad adverse reactions in your body. So salt with vegetables is fine. So I'm not a doctor, so that's not a prescription for you, but just to let you know what they say. All right, so I hope you try this recipe. It is really tasty, and like I said, if you like Indian food and you just like that little flavor that they have with the cumin and turmeric, you will definitely enjoy this. All right, well, y'all take care. Please comment below, like, share, and subscribe, and press the little bell, okay? Y'all take care, and God bless.